Practical Faith listeners, I know that you guys are blessed beyond measure. You guys increase in everything you do because you serve Jesus Christ, our King and Savior. I want to ask you something. And well, I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions, and I probably have already. But bear with me. When something new comes across your path, do you embrace it? Or how do you embrace it? Because I know there's a lot of people who don't like new things. They want, as much as we don't want life to be boring, we just, want things to stay the same. We don't want things to change, especially because we fall into this comfort zone. And this is what we know. Yes, life, we always dream of a better future. We always dream of new, better things. But when it's about to happen, how do we take it on? Do we reject it? Because a lot of times we reject it, and a lot of times we reject a lot of blessings. Because we say no, because we don't want to move out of our comfort zone. And how do we handle it? Because let's be honest, are we fearful? When new things happen, do we fear it? Is that why we say no? Is that why we kind of reject it and we stay where we are because we know what's happening? We kind of know the situation. Yes, it's not what I want to be in. I dream of a better future, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this. It's fine. This is what I know. I mean, fear is an ugly thing. Because a lot of times, our blessings come in new situations, new circumstances, new ways, new things happening. But are we accepting it, or are we so full of fear that we actually don't move into it? See, a lot of times we got to step into our new situation. We got to accept it for what it is. Yes, it might not, be what we expected it to be. But that's how God works a lot of times. He takes you out of your comfort zone, and sometimes through difficult situations, the biggest blessings come. But we are so fearful. I mean, we see this here. I'm busy reading Genesis 46 and Jacob. And if you go read verse 3, God comes up to Jacob and he tells him, I am God, the God of your father. He said, do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for I will make you into a great nation there. I will go down to Egypt with you, and I will surely bring you back again. And Joseph's own hand will close your eyes. Now listen to this. He really didn't want to go. He was living a comfortable life in Canaan. He was really living a comfortable life. He went because his sons, or one of his sons, was there. Joseph had obviously him captured, and it was a new situation. And then, he went. They told him that Joseph is alive, and he's like, I want to go. But you see, God gives him the reassurance. And God gives us the reassurance that a lot of new things is about to happen, because we always pray for new things. But then we're so scared to take it, to move into it. You know what? I'm comfortable at this job. I know I'm safe. I know I'm secure here. But there's better things out there for you. A lot of times, bad things have to happen for us to actually move. I mean, if you go listen to testimonies of Pick and Pay, the owner of Pick and Pay, how he worked for Checkers, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he got fired, or something happened there, and then 2-3 years later he started Pick and Pay. We know what a success Pick and Pay is. There's so many stories. The guy of Joshua Door, who started Joshua Door, same type of thing, working. He got fired, or he actually got retrenched. He started Joshua Door, and we know how massive that went. And we start seeing these things that, a lot of times we have to get out of our comfort zones. A lot of times God pushes us out of our comfort zones because He wants to give us bigger blessings, because we say no. How many times do we say no because I'm comfortable here? But I always dream of something bigger. I always dream of something better. You see, Jacob wanted to see his son. He wanted to know that his son, he thought his son was dead. When he heard what his son was alive, he questioned it. And then when they told him everything, then he says, okay, I am going now with you. Why do we question everything? See, when we question everything, maybe it's a good thing, but then we got to take that step of faith. And this is where I'm coming today with you, and I'm excited. I'm jumping around as I'm busy saying this. Let's take the step of faith, and let's see what the Lord will do. Let's see how He will change our lives, what He will do in us, through us, and for us, for His glory. And you know what? Just like you took Jacob back to his son Joseph, who we longed to see, we thought he was dead, You will take our situation and you'll turn into a massive blessing. And you know what? We're going to testify and glorify His name because of who He is, because of what He's doing, because He actually pushed us out of our comfort zone, and then we'll thank Him. So guys, maybe take that step of faith. This message is for someone. If you're thinking about something, if there's something on your heart that you know, and I think you've got reassurances from God, take the step. I know it's scary, but you're going to reap the benefits from it, and don't stop. Blessings, God.